Hello viewers, welcome to this video session of another feature of Google, and that is Google Calendar. Although the name is given as a Google Calendar, but this feature will provide you all the facilities whatever are generally being given by a meeting planner. That means you can plan all your daily, weekly, monthly or yearly activities under this tool, and that is a Google Calendar. As far as the feature of this Google Calendar is concerned, you can use this calendar on your desktop as well as on your mobile also. So you can download app of Google Calendar and you can choose this feature of Google Calendar simultaneously on your computer as well as on your smartphone. So this is one of the important feature which has been provided by Google, and that is in the form of a Google Calendar. So now we'll try to explore how this Google Calendar is useful. So for that I have to move on to my Gmail first of all. So again, of course, for this particular feature you will need to have a Gmail account, because this Google Calendar is one of the tool under the Google apps. So again, I have logged in, so obviously I have to click on these Google apps, and within that Google apps you can see we have this feature of Google Calendar. So I'll click on that Google Calendar option. Once Google Calendar option has been opened, okay, you have a screen something like this appears before you. So this is the initial screen or starting screen generally given on your Google Calendar. Now you can have different types of views within Google Calendar. Just like generally the view which is very commonly used will be a weekly view, in which your current day, previous day and next 5 days have been shown. So just like over here we can see current date is, suppose today's date is 29th. Okay, it is showing me 28th also, and it is showing me the further 5 days within that week. Similarly, you can get different types of views by using this button. So I'll click on down arrow over here. I can get a daily view, in which you can get hourly views of all the particular activities whatever are available within your calendar. Similarly, you have another option available, and that is a week, which just now we have seen. Monthly view, in which you can see the exact appearance like that of your calendar. Okay, so just like general calendars available, so exactly that type of view will be given by this monthly view of calendar. Similarly, you have another one, and that is a yearly view, in which all the 12 months right from January to December are visible to you for the current year. Just like 2020, it is showing January 2020 to December 2020. All the 12 months have been shown to me. Similarly, the next view will be the most important for us, and that is the schedule. So whatever are the activities which you have scheduled, so all these activities will be shown under this, and that is under this particular feature of scheduled activity. Another feature which have been, and again in this schedule you can see whatever are the coming holidays available. Okay, so as far as Indian festivals are concerned, it is showing me. So Bakrid on 31st of July, Raksha Bandhan will be on 3rd of August, Janmashtami will be on 11th of August. So in this way you have all the particular features available. Another facility you have will be 4 days. So 4 days are only shown. So this way you have a particular facility using which you can view all the particular features or different types of views within the calendar. I am choosing the most commonly used, and that is the weekly view. So under the weekly view I have this facility available. Now once this particular facility of a week has been taken, the next part we'll try to see what you can perform over here. So you have a view of a month have been given. If I'll try to go for the previous month, I can go. Okay, I can be able to search for the next month, and in this way at a glance all the previous or next months are visible from this particular area. Similarly, you have this facility of a my calendar. Again, I'd like to say, suppose you have created a Google Classroom by using the same Gmail in which you are using the Google Calendar. So at that time, it is going to create a new calendar by that name of the class. And automatically it is keeping track of all the tests, all the assignment, all the activities which you are carrying out under that class. So this way you can maintain the record of a particular class by using Google Classroom. And again, for that you just don't need to create anything. Automatically all these particular things are available or visible to you. Okay, just like over here you can see all the particular one. Okay, refresher, family, general calendars have been created over here. And again, whatever are the classes I have conducted, just like I have conducted a classroom, Google, I have created one Google Classroom at Biani College, so of course it is showing me Biani. So this way you can use, okay, you can remove the calendar if needed. Suppose I am removing this particular calendar from Biani, so remove calendar. So automatically, of course, it is a particular calendar created by the name of Google Classroom. So this way you can create multiple calendars. Now I am clicking on this my calendar. So you have an option, and that is create a calendar. So you can create your own calendar. Okay, so I'll try to create a new calendar. I'll give the name to that particular one will be personal. Okay, I have given a name to that particular calendar as a personal calendar. Okay, personal. I'll try to say personal meeting. Okay, so this way I have created the calendar. Okay, so calendar creation is in progress. It is showing. It may take some moment, and again personal calendar has been created successfully. Okay, so this way my calendar has been created. Now once this particular has been created, okay, next one we have to move on to general settings of calendar. Okay, so idea is that this way I have created my calendar. Okay, now once this calendar has been created, the next part we'll try to see what are the different activities which you can be able to carry out under this particular calendar. Okay, of course you can create or add any calendar. Okay, just like just now we have created a particular calendar, so that way you can create a calendar. I'll move back. Okay, so whatever is the calendar which I have just now created will be available over here as a personal. So this is my personal calendar which I have created. Okay, now the next part, suppose you will need to add any type of activity under this calendar. So for that what you have to perform, so that I'll tell you. So suppose I have a meeting on Wednesday. Okay, suppose it is at 1 p.m. So I'll try to say add a title. I'll click on that particular time. Okay, suppose it is on Tuesday. Okay, so I'll click on that particular part. So you can see it is showing me 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Suppose my meeting will be of 2 hours, so I'll try to change over here. So 2 p.m. to suppose 4 p.m. for 2 hours. The meeting will be of 2 hours. Okay, event, I'll try to say suppose NAC meeting. Okay, so this is the particular event has been created. Okay, if you'll need to add some guests, you can add. Okay, so I can be able to straight away add this meeting under which part, so under which, so I'll add it in a personal. Okay, so this is my personal meeting, so I'll try to add it in a personal. You can change the colors as per your need. Okay, we'll try to see that afterwards. Okay, I'll click on more option. So suppose in that meeting you have n number of guests available, so you can create add guests. Suppose one of the guests is suppose AA Taide. I'm going to add that person. Okay, again add guest. Okay, I'll try to choose something. Suppose Sagar Narked is another particular one. I'll choose him. Okay, and in this way I can make the task. Okay, once this task has been done, the next part you can make, and that is I will save it. Okay, it is asking me the moment I'll choose save, would you like to send invitation email to the Google Calendar guests? So whatever are the guests which have been created by you, so whether you would like to send an email to them regarding that meeting, so I'll click on that send. Okay, prior that I'll try to show you one of another feature which is available, key notification. At what moment of time you will try to add the notification regarding that. So this notification I'll try to add before suppose 1 hour. Okay, so I'll try to add a notification of that particular one. Okay, and I'll try to add this particular notification prior 1 hour. I'll remove this 10 minutes notification. Okay, and in which what is the way I'll try to make that notification? Via email. Okay, so I am going to get an email. Okay, I am getting a scheduled email by this particular calendar prior 1 hour, and of course it will be also posted to my guests which have been added under this meeting. So I'll click on save option. Okay, Again, it is saying, would you like to send invitation emails to the Google Calendar guests? So I'll try to say send. So automatically this particular invitation goes to not only me but also my guests also. Okay, and this way this meeting is getting created. Suppose you will need to create a particular plan of 2 days. Suppose 2 day meeting I like to plan. So suppose I'll try to go for something a webinar. Okay, and of course the dates will be 3rd of July to 4th of July. Okay, these are the 2 day full day webinar I have. Okay, so I have added that particular one and I'll make it save. So this way this webinar is getting created. So as per your need you can be able to create any type of planning within this Google Calendar. Okay, again I'd like to say, you can see MSc first year 1819, all these are nothing but the Google Classrooms which I have created, and automatically new calendar for that class is getting created under this Google Calendar. Okay, next I'll click on a search and I'll write something Rakhi. Okay, I'm asking regarding the festivals. So the better thing regarding this Google Calendar is it is not showing the current festival, but it is also showing the previous festivals also. Just like in this year, the Rakhi is on 3rd of August, whereas previous year it is on 15th of August, and next year it is on 22nd of August. Okay, similarly, I'll try to see something, and that is suppose Diwali. Okay, of course only the famous festivals have been added in that particular one. Okay, this year it is on 14th November, in the previous year it is 27th of October, and in the next year it is on the 4th of November. So this way you can get the details regarding various festivals, various activities within your calendar by using this particular tool, and that is a Google Planner. Okay, again by right clicking on this particular you can choose the color also as per your need. You can choose any particular color and you can set the color, so accordingly you can manage or maintain your Google Calendar. So this is one of the important feature which have been provided by Google for maintaining or planning your meetings, and I hope that you have understood. Again I like to say the best feature provided by this one, it is going to remind you via mail. Another very important thing is you can sync your data from mobile and desktop simultaneously by using this tool. Okay, by creating a tool by same account on mobile as well as onto the desktop. So this is one of the important feature, and I hope that you will use this feature in a future, and it is definitely helpful for you. So thank you very much.